Hey guys, it's your girl Kid, and I'm back with another video. And today we'll be talking about the Bloodline Civil War. Now, with what happened on Friday Night SmackDown, we got Jacob Fatu, but also we kind of are seeing some new things, okay? Because one, Solo said that Roman Reigns is not coming back, and I don't even think he didn't even say Tribal Chief isn't coming back. I think it was like Roman Reigns. Concerning Roman Reigns is not coming back. And then I don't even know if everybody caught this, but when Jacob got in a ring with Solo and they had their little once to the sky moment, the Tongans was not really seeming as if they knew or if they were down with this. And it kind of brings me to wonder this Bloodline state, and it makes me wonder about the future with the Bloodline Civil War and who's going to be involved. We have Solo, who is taking up the position of the head of the table as a tribal chief, but we don't see that same pizzazz as we did with Roman, and he's more rough. He's rougher, and it doesn't seem like it's calculated or thought of. You know, he's just letting anybody come in, do what you gotta do by any means necessary. Because at this point, the Tongans are being used as if they are like dogs off the leash. Like, I don't care. And when we see Jacob, it's like the same thing, but on like 10 times more action. Because when it came, I don't even think that Tama or Tonga was like really taking care of Cody or Randy on their own, and Jacob did that, or KO, and Jacob just did that as faster than like what, 5 minutes. He took three world champions down. Like, that was crazy. So it makes me wonder, like, who's going to be involved in this Bloodline Civil War? Are we going to get any new Bloodline members from their family coming to WWE? Or are we going to just use the ones that are already there? And where does Roman put his attention to when he comes back? Because from the looks of it, Paul Heyman said that, one, CM Punk is off limits because of his relation with Paul Heyman. Two, Cody Rhodes is supposed to be kind of contained in a way, but not touched. And what Solo did, he not only threatened CM Punk and was about to put a pause on him, but he decided to make a match with Cody Rhodes. So you're seeing that this right here ain't got nothing to do with Roman. This has nothing to do with Roman. Whatever that Solo was doing is all him. And I think a lot of people at first was like, well, maybe Solo is right and he talks to Roman. But now Solo has been exposed to being a liar. So of course Roman is coming back. That's not even me being delusional. He's coming back, obviously. But what is he going to do when it comes to this bloodline? Is he going to have a civil war, or is he going to just put them in check, so to speak, tell them, hey, do what y'all doing, I don't care, and go for the championship? Because it seemed like during his run as tribal chief, Roman was really just focused on keeping the position as the being on top of the mountain on the island of relevancy. But we're seeing now that at the end of the day, he doesn't need the championship to be on his island of relevancy. I mean, honestly, since he's been gone, we've all been wondering when he'll be coming back. We're all like wanting him to come back. And even when they were in the ring before, homeboy Solo was like almost killed Jimmy, they was probably I think they were chanting that they wanted Roman. So it just makes me wonder what avenue they're gonna take. But when it comes to the Bloodline Civil War, who's gonna be on Roman's team? You know, a lot of people are counting out The Rock, but it just makes me wonder how they're gonna do this. I'm wondering if they're gonna keep it technically in the bloodline of their family members, because there are a lot of people that are saying that they are gonna bring back their OG bloodline. Not even the OG bloodline, because that won't be the OG bloodline, but the bloodline with Sammy, Jimmy, and Jay and Roman, because the original bloodline was just the twins and Roman. But when it comes to this Civil War, you gonna need 4 bodies. We're gonna need 4 bodies. And Jacob, the tongue, honestly, with Jacob coming in, they might need a 5th body. No, I'm just playing. But like, I don't know. Even if and this might be a little glazed, I'm gonna be 100%. Even with how the tongues were presented, them with Solo, I think Jay or Jimmy and Roman could have took that up in a weekend time. I'm just being honest. But now they're gonna need the same numbers for sure. And when it comes to this Bloodline Civil War, we have our competitors Solo, Tonga, and Tonga Lao, and we have Jacob Fatu. So 4 people. So that makes me wonder, when are they gonna bring back Jimmy, and how are they gonna get Jay back in? Because Jay, I'm telling you right now, he needs to be Mr. Money in the Bank, period. But when he becomes Mr. Money in the Bank, how are they gonna keep that? You know, how are they gonna get him involved, especially because he's on Raw? How are they gonna get that involved with what's going on SmackDown with the Bloodline? Because Jay has made it obvious that he does not really care. When Paul was looking at him crying for help, he was like, well, I'm glad I'm not at SmackDown anymore. That's the type of look that I was getting. And it just, and Roman, who knows when he come back. I need him to come back. Honestly, I need him to come back and Money in the Bank. If we're doing this Bloodline Civil War, this is what's going on in my head. They don't need to be in no war games, period. Survivor Series war games, they don't need to be in that. Number one, because it's going to be highly dangerous. Highly dangerous with Jacob in there. I'm going to keep it real. With him being on the Indies stuff, no, we don't need that. But if we're going to go do this for real, let's do it on SummerSlam. I'm not saying that because I'm going to be there. But let's do it on SummerSlam, because I'm thinking Jay gets his Money in the Bank. They jump Jay. You know what I'm saying? You know, to be like, you're not catching this in. We're going to beat you, so you can't cash it in anytime soon. Jimmy comes out and saves him. And then, you know what I'm saying, they reunite. Maybe that next SmackDown or something like that, Roman come back. And then they back together, taking care of family business. They get that business. Or Roman comes back during one of Seth's matches, hits him with something. You know what I'm saying? Gets his get back for losing that belt, because he lost that belt because of Seth. Or alternatively, if they decide to do Solo versus Cody, I don't see any interference into Jay's match. But with Solo fighting Cody for the belt, Roman will have to intervene, period. Just because, why are you coming after his belt? And I think that might kick it off. But if Roman decides to just come back for his belt, period, and just like not even worry about the Bloodline, put them in check, he might again come at Money in the Bank. And honestly, there's not any thoughts. I don't have any thoughts on what can be done for him to even show up during SummerSlam if there is no Bloodline Civil War going on. I don't think he's going to come back at SummerSlam if there's not that, or if Solo's not fighting Cody Rhodes, because he's coming back for some business and that he needs to handle. And I think, I'm pretty sure he has said that this is his story. This is his story. So the Bloodline is he's the main character. So he has to come back. But I'm just wondering, is it going to be like a situation where he's not caring about the Bloodline and just wants to get what was rightfully his, then he goes to after the Bloodline? Either way, it will make sense. But I'm just trying to make my theories and try to think when it's going to happen. And I want to hear when you guys think what do you guys think is going to happen between the Bloodline? Is there going to be a civil war? How are they going to do it? Or is Roman just going to focus on the belt and not worry about that and just maybe pluck the Bloodline one by one for himself and just do the manipulation tactics that he does while chasing the belt? Because it can go either way. What I don't want to see, sadly, not even sadly, I don't want to see Solo and Cody Rhodes for SummerSlam. It would be a great story. It's just not a SummerSlam type of match, in my opinion. That's just me. I'm not going to doubt Triple H's booking, because he can do whatever he wants. They can write a good story for it. Fine. It's just not what I want to see. Not what I want to see at all. And I need Jay to get that Money in the Bank, because I feel like if he doesn't get that Money in the Bank, then he's going to be pushed back into this Bloodline story with nothing. Or the Bloodline story is just going to they're just going to make us hate them even more. And it's like, you don't have to do that. We already just don't care too much about them, and we are seeing that they are dangerous. So just let Jay have the Money in the Bank. Let him have the Money in the Bank. Dang. But those are my thoughts. Let me know how you guys think this whole Bloodline situation is going to go. I'm going to call it now. I think the Tongans ain't going to be messing with Jacob like that. That's what I think. And I'm wondering if The Rock is honestly going to be on Roman's side of this whole thing, and then decide to betray him to set up for WrestleMania. Because these payoffs, these big matches, do not need to solely be for WrestleMania, period. And that's just, I'll get into that later on, but certain things can happen on a regular SmackDown. Some things can happen on regular SmackDown or a random pay-per-view. That's just my opinions. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.